We are here as visionaries. We are bringing the new forward. We are aware of planting seeds, and we are doing the best that we can to play our part, right? So this is important because the dawning of the Homo Luminous means that all of the nature that was reflecting our disconnectedness is going to shift and change. All of the structures that were made possible and were created out of our, I would say, sickness and disconnectedness will no longer be relevant for us. Okay? And just like the revolution that this country, was founded upon, it only took 2 to 5%. I think it was maybe 2 to 5% of the population. 2 to 5% of the population were the visionaries. That's all it took to initiate great change. Yes, I think that's a tree falling in the woods. Okay. So I may have said this before, but I need to say it again now, during this time when a really, really intense cycle is coming to a close. This political cycle, these inertias that our systems have been founded. So these seeds, like I said, only takes 2 to 5% of us, you and I, to be planting these seeds. So it doesn't matter what state the masses are in. It doesn't matter. It only takes a few. It only takes a few of us. Okay. And I'm it's sad to say this, but it's also hopeful to say this, is that the time of the Homo sapien, and this is something that what came out of that Zach Bush conversation, is over. It's their time to die out. And the ones that step forward are the Homo Luminous. And it's not about only the chosen, because part of the vision of my teachers was everybody, this is available for everybody. And they passed on the transmissions, the light body transmissions, for people to grow a new light body, a new energy field, a new physical body, a new subconscious, to grow a Homo Luminous body. So it wasn't only the selected few. It was given freely. It was offered, and still is offered, to everybody who feels inclined to do it. You don't need the money, you just need the will. Okay? And that was one of their caveats, is that money cannot be a condition for dispersing these encodements. That was absolutely forbidden for that to be part of the condition. And many, many people who received those encodements took that to heart. And I was one of the lucky ones in 2006 to be there when they decided to no longer just offer these encodements, offer these transmissions for the initiated. Because up until then, it was only those who were being initiated into being Mesa carriers, into the tradition, that were receiving these codes. Granted, that was a big deal because before, it wasn't allowed, outsiders really weren't welcomed. But as the years went by, there was a realization of the good work of opening these teachings to the outside, opening these teachings to the West, bringing the soul back to the Western mind. Okay. So once all of that was planted, sprouted, took root, and grew, more realized that was a good thing. That was a beautiful thing for humanity. Okay. And then they took it a step further and said, okay, we're no longer just these transmissions for the Homo Luminous no longer are just for the initiated. They're now to be given freely to everybody who wants them. Everybody who wants them. And that met with a lot of resistance. But the response to that was, okay, great, we're resistant to it. Let's start today. And I mean, I laugh, but this is how it is, you know. There's parts of us that we need to, you know, there's parts of us that resist the cycles, resist the change. Part of us wants to stick with what we know. But the fact is, we know that what we know can't keep going anymore. And this is where the death of the Homo sapien comes, that idea. So it's the Homo Luminous that move forward from here. It's the Homo Luminous that will be having children and their children's children move forward from this particular time frame in life of this evolution of life.